This video includes images from the Mystery Knit Along. Spoilers, spoilers. If you don't like spoilers, you'll have to close your eyes while you watch this video. Hi there, I am filming this at night. I have one light here, so I hope this lighting isn't too terrible because it is evening and I was working on this Mystery Knit Along and I thought, well, I think I'm going to video it a little bit and show you how I'm doing, what I'm doing. And I am going to pull up the name of it because I want to get it right. I tend to just be like, oh, it's something about buildings in the building. And I want to make sure that I get the name correct for you. So I'm going to pull up Ravelry here on my phone. Let's see. There it is. Only Yarn in the Building, a mystery knit along. And I've never seen that show. It's a Netflix show, I think. But what I talked about this in a previous video, I think what sold me is I saw the yarn on Miss Bab's website, and I really liked the yarn. So I did get a set of the yarn that was made for. There's like a whole bunch of choices that were made for this mystery knit along, and I chose the green one. There's shades of green. I'll put the correct name of it in the bottom here. So Clue 1 was released this past Friday, so tomorrow I think the next one comes out. I am going to be behind on this. There's no way I can get this all done in a week. What I like about mystery knit alongs is you have, the yarn, what to prepare for, your needles, how much yarn you'll need. Sometimes it tells you what kind of techniques you will need to know. This one is really neat because it has charts, and I don't like reading charts. They confuse me. I can read a chart in a pinch, but I prefer row by row, and they have both. She has both here. So Clue 1 was garter, which is knitting every row. Garter is when you knit on the right side and then the wrong side, and you start with your color 1, and the contrast color is makes these little cityscapes. So there are going to be a lot of spoilers. I'm going to have put that in the beginning. I think I'll have to put that in the beginning of this video because I know some people don't like to know spoilers. But some of you may not even be doing this and you still would like to know, hey, what does it look like? So this is the cityscapes. There's 10 of them with that purple color. So I did 10 of those. I think I'll flip the camera around here. Hold on 1 second. So there's 10. This is the cast on. Here's Barney's helping me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And these are done with short rows. So what you do is you knit so far, and then you pull your yarn forward. You slip the stitch on your left needle to your right, and you're in a sense wrapping your stitch around the stitch, and then you put it back. And then you turn your work and you go back. I will show what it looks like, how I do it in this video so you can see what I'm talking about. But if you can also get so many tutorials online now, it's kind of crazy. But I'll put in how I did the short row. And then the next part of the clue was you change colors. So this is the third color. This is color 1. And then there's a medium green, and then the darkest green is color 3. And this is the contrast color. So with the color 3, you just purled a row, knitted, and then there was a stitch that I've never done before, and it is called a dip right. And I'll show what that looks like as well. The designer of this knit along has tutorials, so you can also follow hers, but I'll show you how I do it as well. And so you knit 3 stitches, then you knit the 4th stitch, and then you dip below and make these little long elongated stitches. The fabric is a little puckery, but hopefully I think that will block out. I don't know if it's supposed to be puckery or not because I'm trying not to look at the spoiler pictures. And then you switch. Well, you did the green, and then I switched to color 1, and that's when you do those dips. And then it's going to go back to, let's see. So I did all that. I need to cross this off here. I like to rewrite it because I only have the pattern on my phone, and I like to rewrite it out so I can mark on it. because we don't have a printer. So I can't print anything out. So then I'm going to join this purple color. The purple color is going to be next, and there'll be some more dipping into this row. So I will work on that. I will video when I'm doing the dipping, so then you get to see what doing a dip stitch looks like, and then I will do a little sample of a short row so you can see what those are. So this is one project that I've been working on this week, as well as the temperature blanket. I'm going to show you an update on that. We've gotten lots of warmer weather lately, which is pretty exciting because the colors have changed. Today was 60, maybe 61 degrees, and it's exciting getting out different colors besides blue, light blue, and light green. We did avocado, I did a purple row, and I would think soon we're going to get into the gray. I will show you what that looks like. This is the temperature blanket. If you haven't seen the videos before that, I've covered them. Different temperatures, different colors for different temperatures and what they fall into. The January is all done because we are in February, and it started and ended with the same colors, which is kind of funny. It was avocado, and this green is called alfalfa. All of this yarn is from Knit Picks. It is the Brava worsted. I find that that is the best deal for this kind of yarn. It's inexpensive, but it's actually really nice yarn. It's soft, and it being inexpensive is nice because I've had to reorder a couple times. So I don't have all of the yarn in there because they won't fit in my basket, but I do have the yarns that I'm using a lot. So I just keep January plopped in there. Here is February. Now, I did a live on Whatnot, and that can be seen on my main channel, Flying Pig Thrifts, and I was with Fleetwood Finds, and she knows everything. This is so puffy in the middle, but I'm not going to worry about it. I think it's because I'm too tight, and it it gets a little puffy, but it puffs right back down. Fleetwood Finds Colleen. It's Colleen and Michelle, and Colleen knows a lot about crochet, and so I asked her on that live, how should I join these? And she said I should join them with an invisible stitch, which turns out is what I call a mattress stitch in my knitting, to seam up the critters. So it's an invisible seam. And then somebody asked, well, how are you going to differentiate between 31 days and the eventual 28 days? And so I'm going to do one white border on January, and then actually two. Let's see, 31. Yes, I'm going to do one white border on January. So that would actually be 32 of these. And then I will bring this up to 32. So I decided to do one border on 31. So every month has at least one white on it. So that's the consistency. Of course, February is going to have more than white. And then the 30 days have September, April, June, and November. They will have two borders of white and everybody else white. I think it'll work out. It's working out in my head. So you can see that we had some warm days. The avocado is the warm days. Then we had a small stretch of cold. The blue is sky, and that is 24 and below. And then the lighter blue is 25 to 32 degrees. Then we got some warmer days, and then look, I was able to break out Seraphim, which is 51 to 59 degrees. And then I just updated the calendar. Today is actually the 27th. So I have 2 days to do today, and then I'll do those and show them to you. And Seraphim and alfalfa and Seraphim and mint, because it did get chilly. And it's supposed to get chilly again, but we only have 2 days left. So here are my notes to myself that we'll do 29, 30, 31. So that way it'll be as big as January. And then I'm going to add the border. And I just did white for highs and lows. Okay, let me get at this, and you'll see it within a couple nanoseconds, but it's going to take me a little while to go all the way around. Okay, I will probably save how I do the short rows for another time because I want to get this video out today, but I am going to show you how I do the dip right stitch. So I am on row 5 in its contrast color, which is this maroon color. It is called, what do you call it? Bougainvillea. And I have to carry this color alongside. I cannot cut that yet, which isn't a big deal. You just have to remember to carry it and don't do it too tight or it pulls your fabric. So this is the stitch I'm going to start. It says join contrast color, knit 3, knit 2 together. So that's pretty simple to start with. Make sure you're in the center of the camera so you can see. So there is knit 3. I already forgot. And I always have to tighten this down a little bit because it's always a little loosey-goosey when you first start, but it snugs up after a while. So here's 1, 2, 3. There's the knit 3. Then you're going to knit 2 together, so you bring it through these 2. See the 2 on the needle, and knit it together. And then you're going to knit 3. This is the start of the pattern. Is you knit 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to knit, oh, that's getting a little, don't go anywhere. Sometimes I tie a little loose knot here. I might do that right now. I just tie a little knot. I don't usually leave really long ends because I want to use up all the yarn and I don't want to waste them on tails. So that'll be good. All right, so we knit 3, knit 2 together, knit 3, then you knit 1, and here comes the dip. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th stitch below the stitch you just did. Then you wrap it around the right needle, and then I use my finger to catch it. And then it'll be a little long. See how there's a little leg there? And then you just rinse, she says rinse and repeat until you get to the last 7 stitches. So let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Then here is 4. And then the 4th, is it the 4th? I want to make sure. It was 4 on the last one. Yep, 4th stitch. Okay. 4th stitch that you just knit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's actually the one on top. She did say in the video that it's easier the more you go on because you can kind of eyeball it. This one there was nothing to eyeball, but see how they're in between? So it's basically one before that. And then we'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, and then here's the dip, so you knit it, and then the 4th one down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring your right needle in, wrap it around your right needle. Use your fingernails if you need to. Some people hold their yarn on this finger and then they're able to catch it, and I don't, but I am finding that's working too. And then you can see how it is making a little leg there. This seems a little bit tight here. Look, as you can see the V here, and I don't like how this is kind of disappearing. And I might have been doing it tight because I'm showing you. Last night when I did it, I was very loose with it, and I like that better. So I am probably going to, even though that you get the idea of how to do it, I am probably going to go back and make this a little bit looser because you can't even really see the leg. And I like how it looks like this, and it was very, very loose when I did it. But it gives you an idea of how to do a, what's it called? A dip right stitch, which I had never done before. And so it looks like you have this light green, and then it's dark red, and then I think I go back to this first color, contrast color 1, which is called Palm Valley. I hope you enjoyed this video. Each week I'm thinking, well, what should I show them? And it turns out it's basically my projects that I'm working on, which I enjoy sharing with you. I love love reading your comments. They're so encouraging, and I also like how some of you have started to knit and crochet, because I've started to knit and crochet again. I am also going to link the video, the live video that we did over on Whatnot, we meaning Fleetwood Finds and I. It'll be a link here, and you can go watch that on my main channel. It really is a lot of fun. I do tend to read aloud the chat, because on the replay you can't see the chat, but I do like to read the chat for people when they do watch the replay. They know what we're talking about, and it was a lot of fun. And Colleen gave some really good advice on how to start your crochet if you're a beginner. I really want to go visit a local yarn shop, and so probably not this week because tomorrow's Friday, but next week. Usually the yarn shops are open, it seems like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. I'm going to try and find a local one. I know there are a few around here, and get their permission, obviously, to film and highlight a local yarn shop. If you have any in your area that you're like, if you ever visit so-and-so, you have to see this store, please leave it in the comments below. Jimmy and I make notes of that. Even on our other channel, we make notes when people say you have to go see this place, they have the greatest blah blahs and you don't want to miss the blue blues. We write it down and keep a list of that, so we have it on our travels. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to hit the bell notification button so you know when I drop a new video or short. I tend to drop more shorts on this channel, but I'm trying to do more long form content as well, so you enjoy those. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later.